Woo! All right. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, I see notifications. Why is this the first time that I see noties? All right. Well, welcome everyone. Let's see. I think, yeah, camera's fine. Maybe I should move it up a little bit. Hold on. So maybe you guys are surprised to see me here. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so some of my friends who know me personally in real life know what happened. As many of you guys may know, I was supposed to get my chess piece. Juan, what's up, bro? I see Cindy Castillo saying nice. We also have Ulysses Mercer. Let's go. Ulysses, man, you used to comment. I mean, well, you were one of my subscribers from one of the very start, Ulysses. Nice to see you, man. But what I'm really excited for is check it out. Check what I have right here. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first ever Android device. Literally, like, I don't know. So this has the S Pen. iPhone users, we're definitely not used to this. I mean, we got the S Pen, we got the 5 different camera sensors, we got the flat display. Honestly, this phone is really, really nice. All day at work, I was playing around with it, and it was pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. But we have Mr. William Gobel. What's up, Mr. William? I think this is the first time that I see you on here. Ladies and gentlemen, also, if we can give Mr. William a warm welcome. Also, Ulysses has not been on the live streams before, at least not in a while. So, I know that last live stream I said that I wasn't going to be on for Wednesday or Sunday's stream because of my chest piece tattoo. And, well, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I'm feeling just fine. And that is because I didn't get it. And it's not because I didn't want to, right? It is because my tattoo artist's child got sick, and consequently, he got sick as well, you know? So, stuff happens. I mean, I was ready for it. I really was ready for it, but I don't know. I mean, he's given me like 6 tattoos. So, like, if we were to put this on some kind of math equation, he's hit 6 out of 7 tattoos for me. Like, stuff happens, you know what I mean? Like, I'm someone who's pretty understanding. I wasn't upset. If anything, I was hoping that his child and himself, I hope they get better soon, you know what I mean? But guys, we have William, thank you. Ellen, bienvenido. Thank you for welcoming Mr. William to the live streams. So yeah, guys, I mean, something in me was like, because I already told you guys that I wasn't gonna be on the live streams on Wednesday and or Sunday. I don't know though, because I very much look forward to these live streams. So I knew I had to be on. I knew I had to, and I wasn't gonna flake. And if I flaked, I felt like I was gonna. I don't know. It wouldn't feel right. But also, let me show you guys what else I got. So this is a Samsung Galaxy A9 Plus tablet. So where I work, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, you guys, I still have my drip on. I haven't changed from when I got home. AT&T right now has some fire deals, and like the thing is this tablet's nice. I mean, you can see the player down there. That's me, of course. But this is a really nice tablet. It's big. It retails for $249. But the thing is, right now at AT&T, if you upgrade to any of the new S24s, you can take away that tablet for free. You heard that right, free. Now, of course, the way that they get you, though, if you want to call it them getting you, you have to add a line. So whether you go, at least here in the United States, whether you go to T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, you cannot buy a Wi-Fi tablet just out the door. You must activate it with its line. So for me, being an employee, we get a 10% discount on our wireless plans anyway. So that tablet's free, and I'm just paying $10 a month on the tablet line. Like, why not, right? Like, we might as well. So yeah, I added my Ultra. And this is something that I'm really, really excited for because, I mean, the construction on this device is insane. Like, it looks really, really nice. And so, like, on the side, I mean, they did copy Apple. Let's just go ahead and say it as it is. They did copy Apple with the whole titanium around the sides and everything. But man, this device is gorgeous. It's really fast. It's extremely powerful. And many of you guys already know how well the camera systems are inside these devices. They're really, really nice. So anyway, if anyone here is on the live chat, Ellen, I do believe that you were not always an iOS person. I want to say, Juan, you've always been iPhone, right? And yeah, so William, also, who have you historically been with, Apple or Samsung? Let us know. But we do have Kathir saying hello. Yo, I have an S23. Is there any to change to S24? Is there much difference between the 23 to the 24? Short answer, no, not really. I mean, this is an iterative upgrade. So it really doesn't make sense if you have the S23. Externally, it more or less is the same device. So I would not, if I were you, I would not be out in a hurry to upgrade. But there are some crazy, crazy features here that have to do with artificial intelligence. And let me go ahead and demo one of those for you guys right now. So like, watch this, watch. If I were to Google something like, I don't know, let's just say shoes, tennis shoes, right? Tennis shoes. Check this out. So this is a live demo of a feature on the Samsung Galaxy S24 that uses a lot of artificial intelligence. So watch this. I'm going to search up some Ultra Boost because I'm in the market for some new Ultra Boost pretty soon. Ultra Boost are shoes by Adidas. So watch this, guys. Watch. So I'm just on Google. You can literally do this on any page. This, of course, does not work with humans for good reason. I'm glad it doesn't work on humans. But basically what you do is, here, let me stand up. You hold the home button, which is down here. Oops. You hold the home button, and then with your S Pen, you circle whatever you want, and then look at what it does. It literally just Googled the image for me. And so there, I can go ahead and buy those Adidas NMDs. Isn't that super insane? Here, let me Google something else. Let me Google Takis Fuego. Watch. So if I search Takis Fuego right now on Google, here they are, right? My favorite snack in the whole wide world. If you really, really, really want me to love you ASAP, buy me Takis. So watch. Again, it's kind of hard to do this, but I mean, for the camera, but all right. We're going to hold the home button, right? Hold the home button. And with our S Pen, we're going to circle the Takis. Now watch what happens. It's Googling Takis right now without me ever even having to type anything in. And we already got a 30-pack of Takis for $43 on Amazon. We have some YouTube shorts. Like, that is just so awesome. I think this feature is really, really dope. And so you can really do that with realistically anything, right? So if you were to maybe see like a plant or something, or a car, or anything of that nature, with the new Samsung Galaxy S24, all you have to do is just circle it with your S Pen, and you all of a sudden have, you know, links to buy it. You have information on whatever you just circled. It's really, really gnarly. But guys, all right, so I think our like goal for this live stream is going to be 33 likes, I want to say, because I think last time we hit 32. Now, okay, my bad. It's just I have this little piece of skin that's kind of, anyway, distracting. 33 likes. Let me see how much we're at right now, because you guys are always awesome, and you guys always help me crush that goal. We're at 21 likes. That's what I see. So we're 12 away from our like goal for tonight, but that's okay. The live stream just started, and we have a lot to cover. I mean, for the most part, what I wanted to cover on this live stream is everything that's new about the S24 Ultra, which, of course, I mean, my daily driver is still going to be my iPhone 15 Plus, Pro Max, rather, sorry. This isn't going anywhere. But if anything, I feel like this not only makes me a more well-rounded YouTuber, but also a more well-rounded salesman, you know, because I do work at AT&T after all. So having familiarity with iPhone for years and years and years is, I mean, that's awesome already, right? But now having familiarity with Samsung devices, not only one, but also the Samsung Tab that I got hooked up for free. And not only that, but also at AT&T, I'm telling you guys, AT&T is where it's at for the deals, right? So because I picked up a Samsung device, I also was able to get 50% off on accessories. Now, as an employee, I get an additional 50% off. So I had to be really stupid to not pick up this offer. So I got Galaxy Buds Pro, which are basically the competitor and the equivalent to AirPods Pro, right? And I got them for like, how much was it? Like $70 versus $250 or whatever they normally are. So it was really, really nice. And those are also going to be reviewed. So again, to reiterate, just to summarize, I'm not switching. It's not like I'm fully switching to Samsung. I am way too ingrained in the Apple ecosystem to be able to switch over like that. But yeah, now I have a lot of content to make from an Apple sheep. I mean, I know the answer. I know what a lot of people are going to say. If I were to ask you guys and poll you guys right now which one you would prefer, I'm sure I know what everyone would say. Now, that comes with a caveat. If you're in the United States, more or less, the majority of people will gravitate towards iPhone. But once you start traveling abroad, especially in Latin America, what you're going to see a lot of is a lot of Samsung. And that makes sense because iPhones, they're already expensive as they are. But in other countries, think about it, they have to import them, which comes with a lot of taxes. And of course, these are American-made products, so they're already going to be expensive as they are. Then if you consider the average exchange rate for said country, then you're talking about some affordability that for some people it's just not feasible. Some families, like let's say in Haiti or Mexico or Peru or any other country outside of the US, sometimes it's hard, man. I mean, if this device costs $1,300 in the States, in Mexico, the equivalent of that, remember, because you not only have to do the currency conversion, but you have to add at least another $100, $200, or $300 for import taxes. So the price really starts to go up. Here, let me catch up here really quick with the live chat. We have Mr. Eric Covarrubias, a.k.a. Quavo. His government name is Quavo-licious, and don't forget it. Quavo-licious says, looking healthy and athletic per usual. Man, Quavo, you already know. Check it out. Check it out. Oh, here, let me check over here. Damn, I accidentally scratched anyway. But over here, check this out. Ooh, been really, really working out them biceps. So, sorry to show off the guns, but it is what it is. Anyway, Quavo hypes me up. It's his fault. Y'all can blame him. Juan Manuel Sanchez says, hello, I couldn't make it on Sunday, but here I am today. I would buy anything you sell to me except an Android device. Juan Manuel, man, trust me, I've been told, I'm being for real, I've been told I'm persuasive, especially when it comes to tech and really just anything that has to do with sales. I think that has to do with me just being able to literally talk to anyone. Like, I'll talk to anyone, I promise. But when it comes to Samsung, that's what I'm saying. Like, as a salesman at AT&T, it is wise, or at least it's a smart idea for me to get familiarized with both. Not only is that going to help me, again, as a YouTuber, that's more content that can capture a wider audience, right? But at the same time, I can make more money. And who's going to say no to more money? You're telling me you're going to say no to more money? If you do, you're lying. You're lying. And so I'm not going to say no to some more money. But anyway, let me go ahead and try and catch up here. Gareth, what's up, bro? Always nice to see you, even if you discuss Samsung. I know, bro. Today is going to be a Samsung live stream. I know. But we have to be well-rounded out here. But don't worry, because next Sunday, guess what we're going to cover? We're going to cover Apple Vision Pro, the new item, whatever you want to call it, this is the new VR headset by Apple. This is potentially what can disrupt this space. So as of right now, it's just Meta, aka Facebook, that more or less people think about whenever they think about a true VR experience, right? So with the Oculus, so many of you guys may have never used the Oculus. it's really cool, don't get me wrong, but the thing about the Oculus is that it's kind of like wow factor like wears off after like the second day, right? So like it is immersive, but yeah, after about 2 or 3 days, you're like, well, okay, this was kind of cool. Now let's move on to the next thing. The thing with Vision Pro is it's just much more than this immersive VR world. You can actually use this to learn. You can use it to better your business. You can use it for training purposes. I mean, just think about the endless opportunities that we'll be able to use using VR. And Apple being, Apple, I think what they have here is, of course, it is a first generation product. So it's hard to say if this is going to take off or not. But at the same time, you gotta think Apple is Apple, and they're gonna make this thing be a hit. Now, of course, with that, it costs $3,500. Who are they kidding? That's really far out of reach for the average consumer, especially in this kind of economy where a lot of families are hurting. And I get it. I mean, interest rates are absurdly high. And for anyone who didn't catch FOMC or the government's federal meeting today, interest rates are remaining the same. So we're still at the 5.5 interest rate here in the United States. So that basically means more pain ahead. So yeah, $3,500 is not cheap by any means. But Nicole says Juan could sell someone a pet fly. I agree. I mean, I could. I mean, I would definitely try. But like, see, it's because you got to get into the psychology of people. It's not so much about the item itself. It's about how you make them feel and how they feel about what you're trying to sell them, right? So like, rather than explain to someone and say, hey, you definitely need this Apple Watch. You need it. Trust me. That's not very persuasive, right? Instead, you got to ask questions before you make your pitch. For example, especially when it comes to elderly people, I always highlight the utility of how the Apple Watch can save their lives. And I've had a few, maybe 3 or 4 elderly people that they kind of scoff or laugh whenever I say, hey, this device right here that costs $300 could potentially save your life and have paramedics reach you in time. And then they kind of chuckle and laugh, but I'm super serious. And I'm like, no, I'm being for real. Like, I'm sure for you guys who have Apple Watch, who are Apple Watch owners, we have stuff like fall detection, crash detection, right? But fall detection is one of those big features that, like, I mean, God forbid, right? But like, let's say you had a relative and let's say they slip and fall. Or maybe it could be a well-bodied person. It could be someone like me. I consider myself young, healthy, active. What if I were hanging up some Christmas lights on my wall, or like on my house rather, and I'm all by myself, and I happen to, God forbid, right? God forbid. But let's say I were to fall like 10 feet, right? Even though I'm young and able-bodied, that fall is gonna fucking hurt. You know what I mean? And so like, the Apple Watch will be able to tell that you're struggling because you took a hard fall. Now, fall detection is that feature where if you take said fall, your phone will dial emergency services for you on your behalf should you be unresponsive. So you'll get a notification both on your phone and on your Apple Watch asking if you're okay. If you're not, then guess what? Your emergency services are being called, and also your emergency contacts. So when you approach it in this way, what kind of value can this product add to your life, right? But also, you have to be passionate about what you're selling. So I have one myself. So whenever I tell you the benefits of how it helps me, it helps the psychology of you being like, oh, dang, now I want it. Now, another trick that's very effective in the salesman realm is if you're selling something to someone, right? And they're, it's face to face. What you must do is you have to hand them that product. So as you're talking to them about it, as you're highlighting all the features and how useful it could be in their life and how useful it is for yours, go ahead and hand it to them as you're speaking. What this does is when they have this item in their possession, they have this bias that it's already theirs. It's in their hand. They're hearing how great this item sounds, and then they feel like because it's already in their hands, they're more likely to buy it. Now, of course, this doesn't work every single time, but it's one of those tactics that you can use whenever you want to sell something, especially for my folks who are in sales roles, right? So, of course, you always have to highlight the benefits of it, but just doing those little kinds of tricks like that, it helps people, just kind of psychologically feel like that item that you're selling them is already theirs. It's already in their hands. So it's really cool. Jerry, my boy Jerry, coming in with the ear. Ellen Goodman, my favorite feature is the S Pen. And Ellen, that's something that I need to get used to. I'm not used to the S Pen. I'm going to be honest with you. I've just been an iPhone guy the whole time, but just having this S Pen, I mean, I really like that feature where you hold the home button and all of a sudden it'll like just Google everything that you just circled. I just think it's really, really cool. Jerry Aguirre, S23. Do you have the S23? My bad. Ellen, my last S Pen was a glossy blue. Love the black color. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what's up, Ellen. Yeah, I know that you had switched to iPhone. Hopefully you have not looked back. But I'm going to have an interesting few months with this. I don't know why these curls get on my head like that, but anyway. So, Jerry with the Swole Gang. You already know, man, we're out here trying to make some gains. What you mean, man? We're trying. We're trying at least, right? We have Mr. Juan Manuel Sanchez saying, well, I can't deny the advantage of Android devices when it comes to pricing ranges. I don't like them, but the reality is that most people here in Mexico can't afford high-end devices. So I'm glad that you bring that up, Juan Manuel, because it's literally like, it's just what I mentioned. And that is that, if an iPhone 15 Pro Max in the States starts at $1,200, the equivalent amount in Mexico is somewhere around $1,500 to $1,600 equivalent, right? And that has to do with all the import taxes and everything. But then again, you have to consider the average salary of like the average Mexican or like the average Indonesian or like the average whatever country, right? So like if in Mexico, I know for a fact, I don't know the numbers, but I know for a fact that the average salary in Mexico in US dollars is a lot lower than it is compared to the average American. So when you take that into consideration, that's why in a lot of these Latin American countries, a lot of African countries, and also over there in Oceania and Asia, well, Asia has their own market of phones, right? You have so many manufacturers out there in South Korea and Japan. So maybe they're excluded because they have their own kind of, like Huawei. Samsung is extremely popular over in South Korea. I mean, that's where Samsung originated from. But yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard to own an iPhone if you're not in the United States. And then on top of that, the United States, I mean, here we have a lot of credit opportunities where where I work, like for example, at AT&T. If your credit is somewhat decent, and I mean, that's a big understatement, like somewhat decent, it doesn't even have to be all that great. Then here in America, then a lot of the cellular providers, the big ones that is, like AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, they offer installment plans at 0%. And basically what that means is that you activate your service with that service provider and they give you your phone. All you have to do is pay the sales taxes when you do pick up the phone. And then you're just financing it at 0% for X number of months, which nowadays the standard is 36 months. I remember when it used to be 24, but monthly payments were getting too high for people, I assume. And so they had to extend it to 3 years because cell phone prices were also going up. So yeah, that's my little spiel about iPhones elsewhere. I don't have water today. I always slack on that. But Mr. Juan Manuel also says, and there are plenty of capable Android devices. They're just not for me. I agree, man. There are a lot of... See, the thing is, me and my manager were talking about this earlier, and that is that, whenever I think about Android, I'm not thinking about the super high-end ones. Like, normally I'm thinking, like, the budget-friendly ones. Like, the ones that, like, the A14 or, like... My manager was just joking, right? And it's just like, why is it that there's this common misconception in America where, like, if you have a Samsung, you're broke. And that's not the case. I mean, if you think about it, this S24 Ultra costs more than the iPhone. It literally costs a lot more than the iPhone. And so when you take that into consideration, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, this is a $1,300 phone. I don't know. Warlun, do you get delay notifications with Samsung like on WhatsApp? I don't use WhatsApp, Warlun, but yeah, they're slightly delayed. So I logged into my Instagram on here, And a lot of my friends like to send me memes. And by the way, I'm a meme lord. Hella into memes. So if you guys ever want to just randomly send me memes, I will appreciate it. Just make sure that they're funny. They got to be funny. So Mike, I'm late, but I made it. Why are notifications not sending? I don't know, Mike. You've had that issue with my channel before where just every now and then it's just, they're not sending. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Warlung, because, yo, you are using Samsung and they have delayed notifications. Oh, yeah. I don't know. They might. I mean, compared to iPhone, I don't know. That could be something cool that I can kind of review. I'm already kind of envisioning, like, the different, what's it called, thumbnails that I could use here. Like, it's just, there's something about both phones. Both are equally attractive looking. Like, both are really manufactured well. You know, like, here, look, let me take off. Let me take off the wallet real quick, but so there you have it. I mean, you know, I got my S24 in gold. I was going to get it in the regular gray titanium, but then I thought to myself, it's just like, nah, because then both of these phones would look identical. And also, I don't know what the common, whatever is the norm, but can someone tell me, someone who's had Android devices before, am I supposed to take off this sticker? Like, is this one of those things like with Vans? Y'all remember them Van shoes, how it was really cool back then anyway? Like, you would leave the little Vans off the wall sticker on there. Or like, also, what other devices? Like Xboxes. Y'all remember the Xbox One? Y'all remember how everyone would leave that sticker on there? Like where the disc tray goes? Am I supposed to do that with this? Like, do I leave it there? Or like, I don't know. Someone tell me, because I really don't know. But either way, I'm really excited about this. We have Clifford Elijah Mosley saying, yo, what's up, Clifford? Hopefully you're doing good. I really hope everyone is having a great start to the year. Today is the last day of January. For a lot of people over in Europe, it's already February. So, man, this time is going by very, very fast. But, guys, now that I have my S24 Ultra, I think I know what video review you guys might want to see first. But I do have the Galaxy Buds Pro, the new Galaxy A9 Plus. So, this is probably equivalent to, like, the budget iPad. I mean, it does the job. It has a very big screen. Whenever I do review this one, I'm going to highlight how it's going to be a really, really good tablet for a lot of parents who don't want to break the bank when buying their children any kind of tablet. So it retails for $259. And for me, I'm already loving it. It's really, really nice. So Jerry, how long you running the S24 for? Is that going to be the daily driver for a bit? Jerry, I'm going to carry both. And it's funny because like my manager was making fun of me because I have a work phone. Now the S24 has its own dedicated line. So Jerry, I'm going to share my new phone number with you, which is right here. That way you have both. You never know. I might be dying. You might need to reach out to me and check up on me. And if I can't reach you on one, I can reach you on the other. Jokes aside though, yeah, I have three. My work phone, the new Samsung S24 phone, and my regular iPhone 15. Like I said, I'm just going to use both. I'm honestly going to use both. And while I'm home, I'm going to try to use my S24 Ultra as much as I can. Where are we? Kike's Place, Yahoo, I'm late but made it again. Kike's Place, nice to see you here. We also have Mr. Taher Hussein. How's it going, Juan? Hey, everybody. Hello, Taher. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. Clifford says, did you get the tat? No, Clifford, I didn't. And that's why I'm out here on the live. I know probably a lot of you guys were assuming that I wasn't going to be on here because I told you guys I wasn't going to be on here. But no chess piece, sadly. My tattoo artist, his kid got sick, and then he got sick. And so, you know, it is what it is. Stuff happens. And that's okay. You know, stuff like that. I mean, that's his child. I definitely understand. Taher, my birthday is tomorrow. Juan, will you be buying the Vision Pro? Yes, I will be. Yeah, I'm going to be reviewing it on my channel. MKBHD, the biggest YouTuber on, at least in the tech realm, already uploaded his review video for it. So that was really cool that he got to release his video, and it seemed like it's getting a lot of traction. I think there's a lot of people interested in this new Vision Pro, and I'm one of them. I think this is one of those items that's going to revolutionize the world. Mark my words. Maybe right now, maybe not a lot of people might be thinking the same way I am, but just watch. Trust me. Give it a few years. This is exactly what happened with the iPhone moment. If you guys remember, when the iPhone first came out, there were a lot of naysayers. There were a lot of people that thought that the iPhone was just going to be a fad. There were a lot of people who didn't trust in the technology of multi-touch, which to me is a little silly because if you think about it, like, I mean, the iPhone now it's just the holy grail of smartphones if you think about it, especially here in America. Ain't no way anytime soon any other smartphone manufacturer is ever going to topple Apple. It's just not happening. Not in this lifetime. It's simply not. So it's interesting to see what Apple Vision Pro can do. The only thing that I don't like about it, I mean, there's several things I don't like about it. And once I finally have it here in the studio, I'll be able to see, what the hype is all about. Mind you guys, though, it's gonna set me back almost $4,000. Let me go ahead and do the math on the taxes on this sucker, because it's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot in taxes. So we got, let's see, the Apple Vision Pro at a bare minimum is $3,500. So if you guys ever need help figuring out sales taxes like on the fly, here in the state of Georgia, sales taxes are 7%. So, or at least in my county. So 3,500, you multiply that by 1.07. So that means you're multiplying the number by 1, which is still going to be that number, but you're adding a factor of 7%. So if we hit equals, that's going to be $245 just in taxes on the new Vision Pro. So almost $4,000. Now, granted, that might be really good for rewards points, but other than that, I mean, who in the world has $4,000 just laying around, right? Like, unless you come from a wealthy family, there's no way that Apple Vision Pro can kick off if they don't bring down that price. At $3,500, I just don't think that's feasible for a lot of people. And yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really, really tough for Apple to get this off the ground, because either they're gonna have to work really hard to bring the cost down, or really, I don't know, because I mean, there's no other way this thing can take off at that price. There's no way. Like, there's of course going to be a lot of people that are interested and curious, but to say that people are going to be running to the store to pick these up, like, no, that's just not happening. That's $3,500. Like, that's just insane. But yeah, guys, tomorrow is my day off. I'm going to work on either my Ultra review, I think, and then LCMT. You're not on here right now, but I'm also going to go ahead and order some of those Hermes bands, because I know that you've been asking for them. And I know that on the last live stream, I told you that I was going to get them to you before Valentine's Day, because I know that you've been asking about them. So guys, what I'm going to do for this live stream, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one a little short. We have been streaming for about 33 minutes, but it has been a somewhat long week for me, so I am a little bit tired, and I was a little disappointed that I didn't get my tattoo. I was mentally prepared for it. That morning, or this morning, or whatever. No, it was yesterday morning. I woke up and I was determined. I was very ready to go ahead and conquer this tattoo, but it didn't happen, and that's okay. That's okay. But finally, we have Mr. Juan Manuel. Vision Pro's completely out of my reach, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, Apple Vision Pro almost coming in at $4,000. I'm going to really, 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 really have to consider if I'm going to keep this thing, right? So, of course, I'm going to review it for the channel, but man, am I going to be able, like, just seeing $4,000 just whisk away from my savings account. And what I'm afraid of is that thing is just going to collect dust, and that's really what I don't want. I mean, it would suck to go past the 14-day return period and be like 2 months in and think, damn, I just wasted $4,000, right? So, it's tough. I've already watched a ton of reviews. I'm very interested in it, but it's going to be a tough call. I really don't know. If I'm really, really, really vibing with it, then I'll go ahead and just keep it. But if not, I really don't know, guys. Have a great night, Tocayo. See you next stream. Have a great night, Juan Manuel. So, guys, yeah, I'm going to cut this one just a little bit short. I'm a little bit tired. I know that a lot of you guys, I told y'all that I wasn't going to be on here, but hey, stuff happens, right? So until next stream, guys, I'll catch you all very, very soon. From here until Sunday, I should be on the Sunday stream. If not, then I will send out communications, and I may just have to reschedule that one. It just depends on when I can get my next tattoo appointment. Jerry Aguirre, resale price might go up. It might, but I'm not sure if it will fully, though. We just have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, thank you all to everyone who was able to make it. I know that I told you guys I wasn't going to be on here, and here I am. Stuff happens. I hope my tattoo artist kid is better. I hope he's feeling better as well. And then we're just going to have to wait and see until when my chest piece is going to come in. But lastly, we have Mr. Quavo. I would rather buy the MetaQuest 3. I'm saying, yeah, because, I mean, the MetaQuest 3 cut comes in at, what, like $300, $400? Not no damn almost $5,000. So anyway, guys, thank you to everyone who made it to the live stream. It always means the world to me for everyone who's able to show up. And I always have a blast on these with you guys. So until next Sunday, lots and lots of videos planned. We, of course, have the S24 Ultra, the A9 Plus tab, the Pro Buds for the Galaxy, Vision Pro. There's just so much, coming around the corner. So, guys, stay tuned for that. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I cannot wait to catch you all in my next video.